weather in the next 24 to 48 hours, and then after that we'll have the opportunity to consider how best to respond and how best to support the recovery from that, depending on what happens.
Prime Minister, do you have confidence in Mayor Wayne Brown's leadership being into another really severe weather event for Auckland?
As I've said previously, I'm not going to get into those kind of conversations. It's not really my role to do that. And what I am confident is that our government agencies, our central government agencies, have been working very closely with the local emergency response teams to provide them with all of the support that they have been asking for, and to make sure that the preparations for this severe weather event are as well advanced as possible.
The Coromandel region looks like it may again be cut off. Do you have a message for citizens of Coromandel for the next 24, 48 hours? My
message is for the residents of the Coromandel is the same for everywhere around the rest of the country. Severe weather is on the way. Weather is notoriously unpredictable, so we don't know exactly what that severe weather is going to entail, but everyone across the country should be prepared for that. So make sure that you've got your grab and go kits, make sure you know where you need to go in the event that you have to evacuate your homes. Make sure you've got your basic supplies, make sure you've got a plan in place for your pets and animals. Follow that local guidance.
The emergency team across the corridor said it was good that there were less cars on the road. People were taking advice to stay home if they can. Going into another work week, should people be working from home if they can?
I think the message at the moment is minimise the traffic on the roads as much as possible. People can make their own decisions about that, but if they're in a position to work from home, then yes, of course they can do that. Follow the guidance, because it will evolve and it will change over the next 24 to 48 hours.
Prime Minister, I know you said it's too early just yet to see what areas need support, but over the last week RNZ has been speaking to specific groups that have been helping people with their immediate needs, such as health providers and evacuation centres. They say they're not resourced enough to help with that immediate need, so what do you have to say to them?
Well, there is already quite extensive support available through a variety of different government entities and organisations in terms of how we support the immediate response. And you will have seen in the last few days that we continue to look at how we support the recovery efforts as well. But did you want to add to that?
Sure. Yeah. Certainly the social services that I've been speaking to were very well prepared when the floods initially arrived and we had the first incident. Certainly we've been turning our minds to how we continue to support that. We know that their supplies will only last so long, and so there are discussions about future support for our NGO and social service sector in areas that have been impacted by floods.
One of those groups happened to be in Mount Roskill, if you're familiar with the ARC project. They say they want more, though, to keep helping with people that keep coming back, because at the end of the day, there's barely anything left. So it's in your community. What do you have to say to them?
Well, the ARC project is a group I'm really familiar with. It's a collective of local community groups who provided just incredible support to people who lost everything during the floods last week. We've had a number of visits there, actually, the Deputy Prime Minister and myself, and have been working to make sure they're really well connected to government support agencies to make sure that food and other supplies are making their way through to the people who need them, and that's something we'll keep doing.
Can I just add to that too? Where there has been a shortage of supply at different emergency centres, then the others have been sharing their resource, and that's definitely what has happened with Wesley. And so I know that from Kelston, because they were over-donated goods and whatnot, there's been a lot of sharing of resource, and I think that's really helped with regards to consistent provision of support across Auckland.
Okay. Just a question for Auckland Minister. How important is it that Mayor Wayne Brown fronts media questions to give people in Auckland confidence that there is leadership, comfort, going into this event?
Well, it's not for me to dictate the media schedule of other elected leaders, of course, but it was really good to see earlier this afternoon the Mayor and Deputy Mayor with their officials fronting the media, giving good, clear information about what to expect and how people should prepare. I think people at this time do want to know that central government and local government have a plan, that we're working together, and that we're focused on everyone's safety, and we definitely are.
All right, we might wrap up there, but if I could just reiterate that core message from the beginning. We are asking people, please do take this seriously. We do expect severe weather is on the way, so please make sure that you're prepared, make sure that you've got your preparations in place for either if you have to stay put for a period of time or if you have to evacuate.